Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. On the show, we have Narain Bala. Narain, thanks for joining today. Please go ahead and introduce yourself and your company, what you guys do.
Hey, thanks for having me. Happy to be here. I'm Narain Bala. I'm the founder of a product strategy and development studio, Product on Point. We typically work with founders and serial entrepreneurs of small organizations or startups that require product management as a service. And we provide the end-to-end development of it from UX, branding, discovery, all the way to go-to-market, technical reputation, and eventually social media promotion. So we do the whole enchilada, and that's what we do.
When did you start this?
I started this in Jan of 24. I probably was thinking about this for 6 months before that. Maybe only around earlier this year or March of this year, I kind of had a good idea of this is what exactly it should be. It took me a while to get there, but I think now I'm pretty funneled in on this is exactly my target customer, and this is exactly the kind of work I want the studio to be doing.
Nice. And what led you to start this? What was your product fit?
So I worked in a job once where it was outside of the tech industry, but it was a SaaS solution, and they do have technical product, and they need technical product management engineers, etc., etc. But if you're outside of the tech industry, the big tech, or not just big tech, just generally like technical companies, you don't know the fundamentals and the basics. And when I started over there, I intentionally went outside of tech industry. I went somewhere where I could exhibit, be more impactful. And I found myself doing just the basic fundamentals of product management, and it made such a big difference over there. Just a mindset, a way of thinking, a way of iterating, focus of an organization, maintaining focus on objectives. And so I thought I might do that for a living, just that's basically Product on Point. So our target customers are not the super technical Googles and Facebooks and whatnot. It's more like our customers, one of our customers was the Coweta County Fire Department. Another one was independent journalism side where they are very strong on editorial aspects, but maybe not so much on the product management aspects. So that's where we provide maximum value, and that's the kind of customer we're looking for.
Okay, got you. So do you help a lot of startups also to streamline their product management and refine their product and maybe pivot if they decide?
It depends. It depends on the problems. We are problem solvers. Eventually, I hope our studio gets to a scale where we have this 2-year contracts, 3-year contracts, and we have a roadmap for the customer. But right now, we have entrepreneurs and founders coming to us with a problem statement. For example, we've had one founder of the journalism publication 285 South, who said, I need help with increasing my subscriptions, my distribution, and my reach. And we start from there and say, here's a plan for you for getting where you want to go. We had another founder for a security camera company who needed help with increasing engagement with this app. And like the Coweta County Fire Department I was talking about, they had 2 billing systems that don't talk to each other. They do a lot of manual work to get the payroll done every 2 weeks. So we came in with a plan to integrate them just to make them talk. So there's different problems, but it requires a product technical sort of mindset and approach to them, which unfortunately a lot of these industries just don't have access to them.
Yeah. And so what were some of the challenges when you initially started?
Hey, there were only challenges, right? So I
What
think
are what are the top ones you would like to share?
I think one of the biggest ones is I think if you are very technical and you're talking to a founder that has a lot of things on their mind, you don't want to get them too bogged down in those details, or they can feel very overwhelmed with something as simple as SEO. SEO is very simple, but something like that, you can see a lot of people just getting overwhelmed with it because they just don't know. And so explaining these concepts in a way that people don't get intimidated was one of the biggest challenges. Because for me, before this, I've just been in meetings where at work, where I am demonstrating how I know more than anyone else in the room, that kind of approach, right? But with actual customers, you don't want them feeling overwhelmed. You don't want feeling intimidated. And the biggest problem I've had is trying to explaining what product management is to people that have never seen a product manager before. That has been the most challenging because people understand what a developer does, what a marketer does, what a designer does, what a product manager does is really hard to explain. So those were some of the challenges, some of the bigger ones that I've had. And of course, who is my customer was the biggest one. And I think I'm starting to solve that.
Okay. So how are you working towards, or how did you evolve towards who are your customers? How did you streamline that?
Just going through. I initially started with people in my network and to see what kind of job, what kind, just get going, just giving them product feedback on existing product that they already have. And I started doing that just for free, just for Google testimonial and case study. Doing that over and over again helped me realize what I want to, what kind of customer I want to engage with, because some customers don't appreciate product management. They really don't. And I don't want to sit there explaining the value of it.
Really? Why is that?
Now, yeah, these are non-technical industries, right? For example, if you're a real estate person
Okay.
or you're running a law firm, one of our customers was a law firm as well. Their business is different, and they don't understand the value of a digital website, what its purpose for lead generation is, to communicate through messaging what you are, what you're not, how to promote yourself on social media. They are very referral based kind of industry. So I don't want to spend time trying to convince them the value. I want a customer that understands already, has a need for it, and be ready to go.
Okay. Okay. Got it. So what were some of your, like, how did you get your first client?
Through my network, I just reached out to former people I worked with. I also reached out to former people in my wife's network as well to get the law firm contract. And so I've referrals, friends and family first. It really does make a difference.
Warm leads, right? I think that's what they're called. Yeah.
That could be the technical term for them. That's how you start. These are the people. Not everyone's going to give you a chance. I reached out to a lot of people, by the way, lots of people. I reached out to a lot of people at work that I've worked in the past that I know I have a relationship with. But you'd be surprised. A lot of people don't have time for this. They really don't. So even with your friends and family, you got to hunt and get a good platform. So when you begin your number based sales pipeline game, you have a body of work for people to reference. You can display your capabilities better. You have testimonials that naturally communicate what you've done for them. And these aren't fake testimonials. This is actual work people are talking about. So there's a lot of value.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Do you guys leverage AI or of any of your product strategy?
We use AI a lot for deep research, the functionality in OpenAI. That's what we use a lot of. We use AI to shorten our work when working with these design files like Figma and stuff. So basically for internal operational purposes, proofreading documents, that sort of stuff, we absolutely use AI. For some of our customers, we do a competitor research and we use AI a lot for that. We wouldn't use AI just to create an entire to give us concepts and ideas. No,
Mm.
we help AI bring them out better, faster, and seamlessly more than
Yeah.
anything
So
else.
more for your operational work,
Yeah,
your deliverables, and some aspects around it, right?
exactly.
Okay. Okay. Very nice. And then, I mean, when you started, it was a good time because it was right at the event of ChatGPT launching. And
Absolutely. I don't think we would be where we are without stuff like ChatGPT, and all our documentation is done in Notion, for example.
Notion.
Notion has a lot, even our proposals, everything. And it obviously has a lot of AI capability. But for people looking to AI to generate the entire document, generate the ideas, your concepts, you may get the contract, but you're going to be in trouble if you don't understand how everything works in the document. So I recommend it to get you there faster, get you there seamlessly, but you have to demonstrate your own know-how and capability as a platform to kick it off with.
Okay. Okay. Got it. So does Notion also has, you're saying a lot of AI capabilities where it can generate documents and
It templates documents, and for example, for sometimes just to clean up a paragraph, improve the writing, improve the efficiency, make it shorter, make it longer. Very rarely make it longer, but make it shorter.
yeah.
Sometimes I have free thoughts that I just need to be cleaned up, and a lot of basically Notion was one of the first out the gate to have the wrapper around chat OpenAI. So yeah, Notion is heavily has a lot of new capabilities behind that. But I would say it's AI is just helping you get there faster, seamlessly. If you don't know what you're doing, it's not going to help you.
Yeah, yeah. So these, how, I mean, there's a evolution that will happen in the product management side with AI, right? A lot of things like, for example, Figma, prototyping, MVP. MVPs are the biggest. I think it will be very helpful for startups to come up with MVPs because now we have companies like Lovable, Cursor. So, what are your thoughts on that?
I'm a developer by education, but I haven't worked as a developer in a long time since I
Yeah.
became product manager, maybe 10, 12 years ago. But I have used these things, Lovable and stuff. I would say if you're a developer that knows what they're doing, please do use it
Yeah.
because you have to look at the code and make it efficient. If you don't, I think it's just an exact glorified wireframe at that point. It's great for high definition wireframes, workflows, but if you want actual customers to download your app and use it, you need someone with technical development experience
Yeah.
to.
I think it gives you the framework,
Yeah,
initial kickstarting framework to get going, but obviously it needs to be tweaked and
absolutely.
enhanced as per the customer needs.
Absolutely. And not just customer needs. I mean, you need to clean up the code, right? You need to, like, I do see people putting apps out there saying, I have an app. It's not, I wouldn't say it's an MVP when it's just a wireframe at that point. You do need technical experts, at least today. And I think going forward, at least, I don't see this ever being replaced completely just with
Yeah.
lovable kind of stuff.
Yeah. Got it. So, what are your like plans for the next? I I mean, we are towards the end of the year. What are your plans, and how do you look forward to scaling and increasing your business in the next 12 months? What does it look like?
Yeah, I mean, I have very high level goals, nothing too finite. Like this next year would be my third year, and I'm hoping the rubber hits the road in that year. So my first year I spent trying to demonstrate that I am a legitimate business,
Yeah.
that I have this is my services. What are my services? I spent a lot of time trying to figure that out. The second year I went like, what is my target customers been more? I haven't planned it this way, but this is more or less how it's gone. And this year I think I'm really identifying who's my customer, what I want to offer them, etc., what my pricing is, and all these kind of things I've identified this year. Next year, I'm hoping at the end of the year, I'll have a conversation with maybe 2, 3 people. These are financials for the year. This is a revenue projection for next year. I'm hoping to have a conversation at that end of year next year. So that's a very high level goal.
Yeah, got it. Got it. So as far as outreaches are concerned, and obviously there are interesting strategies, right? I mean, reference is obviously the one of the best way if you can get, and with case studies that helps. And again, the first client is the hardest one, but once you have it, then obviously you use those KPIs and metrics and showcase how you benefited them,
Exactly.
and take it from there, right? For your references.
Exactly. And that was I wouldn't say this is the only approach, but that was my approach where I really put a lot of value into getting customer testimonials, getting case studies to demonstrate the capabilities. And that was how I spent year one a lot. In year two as well, half of it at least. And yeah, I did that. That's how we're going to spend a lot of time, to be honest with you,
Got
initially.
you. And then you think you're at a point where you were able to refine your ICP and your product fit so that
Absolutely.
you can explain, or you can add value to the customer and explain them what value you bring, right? When you
Absolutely. Like if I look at where I was today from last year, it's miles. It's like leap years ahead. And even as far back as 6 months ago, I probably wouldn't know as much about my target customer as I do today. So it is a process and you will hit an inflection point. I don't know if you ever get to a point where you know everything about your customer, but it's a learning process. And I think I'm in a better place than I was last year. Absolutely.
excellent. Thank you, Narayan, for all the insights. People would like to, the viewers would like to reach out to you. What are your social channels to reach out?
Hey, we have a Product on Point LinkedIn page. We are on Facebook. We have a page on Instagram as well. Our website is the best. Just Google Product on Point. You will see the website and you'll have a contact form and you'll see the rest of the team. It's not just me. I have a whole bunch of people I work with in the studio. We have designers, user experience specialists, market researchers, and other product managers as well. Yeah, do check us out. We do post case studies on LinkedIn all the time of
Okay.
our work,
Okay.
and do check us out.
Thank you once again for joining today. Thanks for your
Thank you
time.
so much for having me. This is a pleasure.
Yeah, same here. Appreciate it.